You know what? The more I think about the title of this movie, the more I think about dating in today's day and age where you have men and women looking for the perfect person. Like, if it's not this whole checklist, they are not part of my vibe check. Did some of this, did Jane Austen wreck people's lives? Let's find out. Chase Lee Hockey here. Blue Futon ruining Jane Austen wrecked my life. What's it about? Pretty simple premise. We're in France, and a girl, I want to say she owns a bookstore. Maybe she does. It really doesn't say what she does, but anyway, she's a pretty good writer, right? And her best friend turns in a couple of chapters into the Jane Austen estate, and she got accepted to be there for a couple weeks to do a Jane Austen kind of experience and try to release more Jane Austen from her brain. But you know what? Her best friend of 10 years might like her. And will she date him or this new guy, the nephew, the great 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 nephew of Jane Austen herself? So, to like this movie, I mean, this is a very cute movie through and through it that you know exactly what's going to happen. Is this anything fourth wall breaking or something you haven't seen before in other chick flicks? Absolutely not. It's straight up to the point of a girl that's kind of stuck in a rut because a tragedy happened a couple years ago, and she's thinking, you know what? I'm living in a different century. I want men that are like in the Jane Austen book. I want people like in the early 1800s of that romance type of setting. But you know what? Maybe she's thinking a little bit too narrow-minded and thinking about these Jane Austen books because personally, I've never read a Jane Austen novel. I've never seen a Jane Austen movie. I know it's like Sense and Sensibility. I think Young Women. I think Pride and Prejudice. I know there's a couple more out there as well, but you have the Keira Knightleys and just the whole costumes, the period pieces, and how in every one of those movies the girl finds the guy or vice versa, and something intertwines, but it's true love, and everything connects. It's all perfect love stories. And that ain't life. You ain't going to find the perfect person. I mean, very rare. You have the high school sweethearts. You have things like that where some people do connect when they first meet. It's a straight up connection. Or sometimes it sucks when you have like arranged marriages or things like that where you don't get to choose. But, having the title like this, It Wrecked My Life, is very interesting of today's day and age of what are we really looking for. Because you have the balloon popping videos now and things like that. It's like, oh, that person's not 6'3" or makes $250 million or $1 million or $500,000 a year. I don't want with them. It's like, woman, making $500,000 a year is not easy. I mean, you're looking for an NBA player, NFL player, rapper, musician, Hollywood. Other than that, you're probably not going to get our Nepo type of money. But this movie it's cute to the point of relationships. Who should you be the one you love? Is your best friend really going to make you in a good relationship? But that's another very solid, point is, can you be friends with your best friend? I'm sorry about that. I know we've seen this in movies before with Friends with Benefits is one of them, as well as the Natalie Portman one with Ashton Kutcher. I forgot what that one is called. No Strings Attached. So you have those movies already that deal with that type of premise of, what's going to do. It's kind of funny. No Strings Attached to Ashton Kutcher, and Friends with Benefits is Mia Kunis. So that's kind of funny through and throughout for that level. But, some negatives. There's nothing surprising about this movie whatsoever. The beats, the rhyme, the rhythm of each setting of what this is going to do, of having, writer's block of, going to have sex with this person. Is it going to work out? Is this one person to come back and meet with her? Things like that. So do not expect surprises through and throughout with this movie. And the ending, I don't know, I felt like it was kind of abrupt. I understand what they're going for of like, oh, they meet and scene, but I felt like it could have done a little bit more. I don't know, it just felt kind of like, oh, and credits are rolling. Also, like, I know that like the best friend lives with her. Like, why? Why does this best friend live with her sister, and, her son? And isn't it kind of awkward that this, sister who has the son that keeps bringing home like different men to sleep with with the son kind of knowing awkwardly that the mom is just sleeping around. I don't know. There's some promiscuousities in this movie, which I found a little awkward when dealing with that. Maybe it's European, the French, I don't know, because, most French movies do have a lot of nudity or promiscuity or open sexuality through and throughout. I'm going to say this is extreme, but it does show some nudity and things like that. I'm sorry. It feels like allergies, but I don't get allergies, so it's just a really weird feeling right now. But overall, Jane Austen Wrecked My Life. It's a fun little movie. I mean, it's a movie that I'm ever going to watch again. Probably not, but it's a good one watch it or be like, oh yeah, that's a cool love story, There's no harm or foul to this movie whatsoever, and it does, get a good glimpse of, like, period pieces and things like that, but it is superficial. You've seen it a million times before, and it does make you question, though, of, like, true love, and are people really looking the right way, or is there past, literature or movies that were like, that's true love right there, and I'm going to find it. Unfortunately, that's a rarity in today's day and age. So Jane Austen Wrecked My Life will receive a 3.5 out of 5 with Futon, which equals that 70%. We'll see the critics' news scores gave this one. Critics, 86% with 73 of them. Audience score, 78 with over 50. Critic consensus, a modern, literate, and sweet riff on finding the kind of happiness that can't be found in a book. Jane Austen Wrecked My Life will make your day. Sure, I do think this is more on the people that read Jane Austen. For sure, they're going to love it a lot more than this guy. 68, 78, 86, 78, 70. Cheese here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. I know this Butantopia. You Blue Futon. Take watch. Have a great day. I'm going to stay tomorrow week from Martha New Year for hours to go freaking one of you. Peace and love, and guess where I'm going in this shirt.